Again, I realized as the CEO of the company that I was going to have to make this a priority. So I think as a leader, you're looking for how do you sort of garner that support from your senior team, or how do you get your senior team to come out and talk about it? And then at each layer of the organization, you have to figure out how to sort of disseminate it. But you also have to make sure that everybody in the company is behind you on this.
I really don't want to put anything in my system to mess with my DNA. That is true, but since this virus came about, how is it possible that a vaccine could come in such short time? This vaccine, but you know what? This government is on a plan to do depopulation. And I understand that this is what this vaccine is all about.
We identified folks, and this is where this, trusted messenger model is so effective. We identified people on our staff who the other staff members were comfortable talking about what they felt and what they knew or didn't know, and asking questions, and sort of having a chance, a safe space to feel respected and comfortable while they process this.
We actually literally built a curriculum that was specific to caregiver concerns. We adapted that information to make it very straightforward and simple to understand. We had one-on-one training sessions where we really focused on building the capacity of the trusted messengers to be experts on the COVID vaccine in the context of the types of concerns that caregivers were expressing. So this team of vaccine champions can tell you all kinds of things. They can explain to you why the vaccine isn't messing with your DNA. They can explain why the vaccine seemed to be created so quickly, but really wasn't. There are all kinds of things that they knew. So because we didn't have to build trust, because they already had trust with the target population, which was the caregiver workforce, we were able to focus on giving them the tools to be able to answer questions and answer them in simple language.
When we took the vaccine, we were not 100% sensitized to all the information around the vaccine. But after we met with you and went through that training, we got the facts, how it works, after the vaccine is injecting in us, how it goes through our body, how it affects the body. It doesn't affect the DNA. And we could go back and relate this to the caregivers because they were scared that it would mess with one of the biggest scared was that it would mess with their DNAs. And we were able to convince them that it does not interfere with your DNA.
We listened to them, and then we called them. We spoke to them individually. We made individual phone calls. There are some that we spoke to maybe 6 times, some 5 times. And most of these conversations lasted between 10 to 15 minutes. Can you imagine talking to someone for like 10, 15 minutes, at least 6 times, just for them to say yes? So we did a lot of one-to-one and a lot of following up. We followed up, with our caregivers, and we allowed them. We also followed up, but we gave them time. So it did not look as if we were pressuring them. So we gave them time to think about their decisions.
One-on-one conversations. And there were, we had lots of conversation with the people who are sort of trying to build confidence about the fact that this is really first and foremost about just listening respectfully and compassionately. to a person. And there can be no eye rolling. There can be no browbeating. There can be no, that's stupid. You know, who gave you that crazy idea? Stop looking on the internet. You know, it has to be, tell me what you think about this and what your concerns are.
Some we just left. Some we said no, we just left them, and then they contacted us maybe 6 weeks after and saying, I'm now interested. And they expect you to find somewhere, get an appointment, and get them there.
We did compensate the caregiver engagement specialist to do the vaccine hesitancy work. We gave them a bonus for it. It was also sort of, the timing was good because they were due for raises anyway, so they got a raise and a little bit more. We elevated one from a caregiver engagement specialist to the director of caregiver engagement, and that was, you know, again, a big help.